Hi, I'm Caroline McFarlan, independent consultant, and this is my husband Bill.
And together we are the Executive National Vice President Partnership of Caroline and Bill McFarlan.
So in 2007, I was immersed in the daily running of a children's charity and organising large fundraising events. My elder daughter was just about to get married and life was extremely busy. It was at that time I received a phone call from an American friend of mine, Cassidy. She told me she had started an Arbonne business, and I have to admit, I felt sorry for her. As an accomplished singer-songwriter, I was confused as to why she'd taken this decision. However, she was someone I trusted and respected, and when she told me about the genius of network marketing, I decided to jump on board too. From that moment, I was all in. Never having heard of network marketing before, I did my research. And what I discovered was that not only was network marketing a smart business choice, but Arbonne was a company whose culture and ethics completely aligned with my own. I started using the products and immediately fell in love with them. I noticed a difference in my skin's appearance, and I started understanding the importance of using quality ingredients in safe products that offered something for everyone in the family to use. I had spent 7 years working on the free phone helpline Childline Scotland, set up for young people in danger and distress. I joined that because I wanted to make a difference, to offer support where it was needed. And I began to realise that in addition to its amazing products and an incredible business opportunity, Arbonne was also all about support, mentoring and giving back to their community. I began to build my business with energy and passion. I committed to putting in the effort required every single day, and I was loving sharing and selling products and also building a team alongside us to do the same.
Now, I'm a journalist and a broadcaster to trade and had spent much of my career as a TV presenter. I have to say I was sceptical of Caroline's business venture, largely because I was ignorant of how it all worked. I even called our kids together early on and I urged them to be supportive of their mum if her new business venture failed to get off the ground. But it did get off the ground, and I enjoyed sharing my knowledge of presentation skills with her fledgling team. You see, that was a business I'd run for almost 20 years before Arbonne entered our lives. So I was pleased to help people explain what was a new concept to me, network marketing. It's simple. We all recommend things every day. Films that we've seen, restaurants we've eaten in, the shops where we've bought our clothes. But when we do so, only the owners benefit. By recommending and selling Arbonne products to friends, we build a network where we earn commission when people make a purchase. Now, I watched both Caroline and our daughter Emma Sangster grow their businesses, leading to a simple conclusion: I should become a consultant too. I reached out to friends and contacts from the business world and found people intrigued by what was to them an entirely different way of doing business. My team grew to become a region, the second top level in Arbonne, and soon after, Caroline and I decided to become a business partnership. Now, you can visit earnings.arbonne.com to learn more about the earning potential at each level of this business, so that you can understand what is typical.
One of my biggest fears had always been public speaking. I remember telling Bill once, way back in the 1970s, that my voice wouldn't record. Of course, he couldn't resist proving me wrong. He played me the recording he'd made of my voice, and we didn't speak for days. But when it came to speaking in public, I just knew there was no way I could ever do that. After school, I'd gone to teacher training college. I'd always wanted to be a teacher. However, I hadn't really thought of having to stand up and speak to a classroom full of children. I left after my first year at college because I suddenly realised I would have to do that every single day as a teacher. So I gave up on my dream at the age of 17. It's probably the only time in my life I gave up on something, and it hurt. However, the training we received from each other in Arbonne, coupled with a safe environment for learning, provided the perfect platform for me to take my first baby steps towards making a presentation. People ask me what difference Arbonne has made to me. There are lots, but the biggest one must be confidence. 10 years after starting the business, I was asked to speak at our global training conference in Las Vegas, on the main stage at the MGM Arena, in front of 16,000 of my Arbonne colleagues. How did I react? I jumped at the chance. I was excited to be asked, and I looked forward to being able to kick that comfort zone into touch once and for all. That was a huge milestone for me, topped only by watching my daughter take the same stage a couple of years later. She had also overcome her fear of public speaking, and I remember thinking, this business offers more than earning potential. It also can bring you a community of supportive leaders, making people feel good about themselves. Mind, body, skin. I love that.
Well, all of this was ironic because I've taught public speaking for a living since the 1980s. However, it's one thing learning the right techniques, it's another putting them into practice. And my goodness, Caroline was by this time certainly putting them into practice. Well, we loved presenting together, whether at the Las Vegas conference, at venues across the UK, or on 2 occasions, touring the major cities of Australia to support other members of our team. Caroline had helped me to get my training business underway in the late 80s. Together, we were enjoying working our Arbonne business and sharing what we'd learned with audiences in 3 continents. More than 20 years ago, I had teamed up with other business leaders I knew in Scotland to address the issue of how to build self-belief in our country, where talented people were failing to realise their potential because of self-limiting beliefs. Well, that initiative remained a dream as we were unable to find a way to make it work. But now Arbonne was presenting that business and personal development opportunity to people with talent and ability and the right work ethic. The trainings we ran, the mentoring we could offer, the hard work of individuals were all combining to equip consultants with what it took to make progress as they built their business by sharing and selling Arbonne products while also growing and mentoring a team to do the same alongside each of us.
This business has taught me so much about myself and about other people. I love the support we get, but more importantly, I love the support that we give. I love watching people grow into amazing leaders in this business. I love watching people like me who didn't believe that they could prove that they can. With Arbonne being a certified B Corporation, it means balancing profit, people and the planet. It's very similar to how we balance our business with our skincare and nutrition products that work from the inside out, because our bodies work holistically. My goal as a grandparent is to leave the world in a better place than when I found it, and I firmly believe that Arbonne has been a great place for me to start that process.
Well, after 25 years of running a training company, I asked our son to take over the day-to-day business, reducing the pressure on me considerably. I continued to work with selected clients on selected days. Because we were able to run our Arbonne business from home, I could turn my back on rush hour traffic and stop work for quality time with Caroline. We spend more time at our home in Portugal. Arbonne can be run from anywhere where there's an internet connection and phone signal. And while the weather turns cold and wet over the winter in Scotland, we fly south to enjoy Portugal's blue skies and warm winds. Most people seek a balanced life. I believe we found ours.
I'm grateful that a friend saw something in me that I failed to see in myself, and that's what we're all about. If you're interested in learning more, visit earnings.arbonne.com and talk to the independent consultant that shared this video with you.